Sorry, y'all. My apologies. I finally got the call from work. Y'all know I've been having tech and internet issues. I'm on the phone with him right now. Miss Shanika, y'all like the video, like the video. Miss Shanika has finally responded. So I'm going to play this for you guys right now. I dropped the link if anybody wants to come up so we can have a conversation about it. But I'll be back as soon as I can, okay?
I asked that question from a place of care. I'm sitting here, we're interviewing a 31-year-old champion in her field. I'm feeling her energy. It's upbeat, but you know, I can tell that there's more going on than meet the eye. And as I led my question, I said, I've been here before. A lot of women have been there before. And what I don't like most in the way that she was even like presented to my attention was the fact that it was Remy saying her name first and saying that you were on the phone with, you know, my husband. And I was like, wait, hold on. Is this the girl with the same, you know, with the movie out and the boxer that you keep telling us about?
Right.
I asked that question from a place of care. I'm sitting here. So I'm putting these facts together, and over time, you know, from people speaking on the way that she looks or the way that she acts or the way that she dresses, I'm looking at this young, successful lady, and I'm just like, I hate that for you.
Mhm.
I hate that people are, you know, looking at you and your talent, but your drama and who you chose to love is overshadowing that. So yes, I wanted to know, I wanted to know what I guess most people, I didn't know that she hadn't been asked that before, but it was in my spirit. It was nothing that I wrote down on paper. It literally, girl, how long are you willing to let this overshadow your career? So I'm putting these facts together, and over time, you know, from people speaking on the way that she looks or the way that she acts or the way that she dresses, I'm looking at this young, successful. I hate that people are, you know, looking at you and your talent, but your drama and who you chose to love. Yes, I wanted to know, sister. I wanted to know what I guess most people, I didn't know that she hadn't been asked that before, but it was nothing that I wrote down on paper. It literally, girl, how long are you willing to let this overshadow your career? So I'm putting these facts together, and over time, you know, from people speaking on the way that she looks or the way that she acts or the way that she dresses, I'm looking at this young, successful lady, and I'm just like, I hate that for you. I hate that people are, you know, looking at you and your and who you chose to love is overshadowing that. So yes, I want to listen. I want.
Second. Hey y'all, so sorry about that. And then StreamYard kicked me out. Y'all know I'm having internet issues, so I apologize about that. Let's get into the rest of
I
it.
didn't think that it was an attack. I just felt that you're an OG, you're an older woman, and I feel like when you opened it up and you said, "I've been here before," I felt like that was your olive branch.
The bridge.
Yeah, the bridge coming into the combo, because you were trying to let her know, hey, I understand what you're coming from. But what it seems like as a man, what I saw, okay, real quick, it was like the Barbara and Shirley moment. Not you telling her about something that she got going on, but it was a personal kind of question, right?
Not the barber, the Barbara.
Barbara. That's what I Barbara. If it was a personal moment, I think that she probably would have answered that question a little differently, because I think it felt like you was coming from saying, hey, look, you're successful, you got all this going on. You are at the top of your pinnacle for what you do. You're there. Why are you subjecting yourself to this situation? It's really none of our business. I didn't think that it was an attack. I just felt
when you're looking at someone and you're just like, wow, like this she could have more endorsements, more opportunities. I feel like, and more respect in our community. A lot of people in our community don't respect her because of how she was presented to so many of us. It's so unfair to be made up, for people to make fun of how you dress, how you walk, how you talk, look, how you act, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like calling you all of these names. And what did I say? I said, she's a beautiful girl. Yeah. Like when she left. So once what we do on the radio hit online, it became, it had a whole nother face to it. What I did not know is that no one ever asked her that question. I had no idea. And so it was, people that we know going against me. Oh, it was an inappropriate question. Yeah. And I'm like, when you're looking at someone and you're just like, wow, like this, she could have more endorsements, more opportunities. I feel like, and more respect in our community. A lot of people in our community don't respect her because of how she was presented to so many of us. It's so unfair to be made up, for people to he had to say, stop responding on the blogs because it was overwhelming. And then I went to the next thing I know, I see she said, the God is working on me because I would have answered it different, or the next person that asked me something like that, I'm not gonna get it.
She shouldn't have called Shanika any type of name. I don't care what she want to say. Just like you got mutual friends, how she did it, they could have had a conversation outside of it. Like the calling the fat and Miss Piggy and all that was unnecessary, uncalled for.
It was.
And again, I think the organic, groundswell of everything that happens social media wise, I said, the phones get the ringing and people like that. It happens. What are your thoughts on this situation, man? Because I don't think Miss Shanika was really coming from a place of hurt.
Miss Shanika, yo big fat ass.
Shut up. So there's Miss Shanika. Her response to Clarissa, which I thought it was appropriate. I thought, look, she is a radio host. In interviews, you gotta expect curveballs like this. Clarissa is projecting. A lot's going on. Her man is not her man. Remy Ma just dragged her man for being the broke hobo-exual that he is. Okay, those tickets to the fight is not selling. It's not selling. I dropped the link. I want to hear from my naughty crew. I want to hear your thoughts about this. I think it was inappropriate the way Clarissa responded. She did not have to respond. She could let it be what it is. It was already bad enough when she responded, but there's so many ways she could have pivoted out of this situation. We all know this, okay? But I think she's thirsty. She's so thirsty and addicted to the internet and the validation of the internet. That's why she won't back down from the question, because she knows she needs to attach her likeness to Remy Ma in order to be relevant. Because other than that, nobody's really checking for her. Blowing Flowers says it was highly unprofessional, period. Are you talking about Wrestle or are you talking about Shanika? Hey, China Doll. Hey, Holly B. Sorry, this is an unconventional live. Hey, Desiree. Hey, China Doll. Hey, Pause Girl. Hey, woman, what's going on?
Hey, Boo. I'm glad you finished it up, Mr. Skinny. I'm gonna be real quick because I just got my little Instacart order. But the way Miss Shanika responded, she's a grown woman. She's grown. That's grown woman status. You gotta understand, Clarissa ain't coming as a grown woman. Clarissa is coming like an ignorant, adolescent child whose toys just got taken. She don't want to answer the hard questions. She don't want to answer about anything that she's doing. She wants to continue to run amok, do what she want to do, say what she want to say, because these other podcasts and radio stations like the Breakfast Club and all that stuff, they've been coddling her. They act like they're scared of her. They're not going to ask the real questions. They're going to coddle her. They're going to laugh and giggle and kiki and ha ha, and they think it's funny. A lot of them think it's funny because a lot of them men cheated on their wives. They don't want her to come out and say something. I like Miss Shanika because she started it off with, I've been there. And who is a better person to take advice from in situations like this is someone who has been there themselves. But see, these these other people, she picks and chooses where she wants to go, and they laugh with her, they joke with her, they think it's funny. Oh yeah, and you a papoose girl, and they let her get up there and because my ass is fat and my face is beautiful and all this stuff. They let her get away with that stuff. Miss Shanika said not today. And she was not coming from a place of being messy or being nasty. She was coming from a place of, I'm looking at you like my little sister. And I see what's going on from the outside looking in. And I don't want you to fall into that because we are watching your whole legacy go down the drain. And that's what she was doing. Absolutely. That's what she was doing. But again, Clarissa is an adolescent. She's ignorant. She's messy. And she knows exactly what she is doing. She knows that this is wrong, but she has to save face.
Right. She don't like to be accountable. We all know that for sure.
That's it, Nadi. She don't want to be held accountable. But the biggest thing of all is she wants Remy and the people like us to be right.
Hold on, Black woman, your phone is breaking up. Your phone's breaking up a little bit.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me better now? I'll be in a certain part of my house. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's back clear.
How about now? Better? Okay. Yeah. The thing is, it's because she has to be right. Papoose has to be right. You better believe Clarissa know that she played herself. She know with this whole relationship thing, she has played herself, but she has to keep up this facade that her career is the best it's ever been, and her and Pap love each other and all this, even though you screaming, my man, and my man is this, and my coochie that, and this man still got a big tattoo of Remy's whole face on his arm. This man still has all Remy's pictures on his Instagram page. This man literally literally was walking down the street with you and had you on the side of the curb. You was walking on the outside with him.
Right, right. Hey, Dewana, welcome to the panel.
Hey,
Hey,
boo.
boo.
All
What's
right,
going
I'm back.
on? And
So
hey, Aaron, welcome to the
What
parent.
did I
Hey
say?
everybody, hey everybody, hey Naughty,
Hey,
hey
but
Chat.
I'll go back into the
what
chat,
did I
Maddie. I'm gonna come
say?
back up.
Okay,
What
thank
did
you,
I
Black
say?
woman. Go ahead,
What did I
Dewana.
say? Didn't I say this was just what a couple of days ago? She's his trick.
Mm-hmm. You
Remy
did.
proved it.
Mm-hmm.
Now
Mm-hmm.
to go after that lady. Now I got a question. If you banned out of New York, you banned out of Atlanta, and we hate you in Michigan, where are you going?
Child, I'm trying to.
Now
She
that's what
back
I
in.
want to know.
The opportunity, the window of opportunity is getting smaller and smaller for her. And then now that MVP teamed up with Matchbox Promotions over there in London, who's she going to get out of London? Is she even able to fight Lauren Price at this point?
How, listen, how do you sign this 360 contract? Then you go after one of their employees, which are all your opponents. Girl, you didn't blackball yourself. She's a perfect example of why you don't give certain people money.
Right. Aaron,
Because
can you hear me now? Can you hear us? Oh, he gonna have to come back. Go ahead, Dewana.
no, I'm just saying. It's time out. It's time out for this. Because, girl, you're going out sad, loud, wrong, and quick. It's
Absolutely. The
no.
link is there, y'all.
You're going out sad, loud, wrong, and quick.
She is. Hey,
Now,
Aaron,
don't
can you
get
hear
me
us?
wrong.
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you now.
We
Okay,
know
okay.
most boxers don't have education.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she
We
got a
know that.
3.0. She got a 3.0.
That was a lie. That was a lie. And she only went to community college for 6 months. That was a lie.
Everything
I'm
is a
in
lie.
Michigan.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hey,
I
Aaron, what
just
are your
don't.
thoughts? Oh, I'm sorry,
Okay.
Dewana. I thought you were
No,
finished.
I'm listening.
Okay, go ahead, Aaron. Chime in.
Man, it's like another day, another Clarissa Shields story, another crash out, another slow moment for her, another like I'm just ready for her
To go
to be
away.
back. No, not go away. I'm just ready for her to just be blackballed from the town, from the city of Atlanta, because
Uh-oh.
she wants to keep threatening people. Like people are scared of her. Like she needs to understand that she cannot like solve everything with violence and think that people are you're gonna get away with just threatening people and like you can't get that back in return. That's what we're not gonna do. That's what we're not gonna do.
And see,
Like I
she
don't know
playing a
who's.
game. I don't mean to cut
Mhm.
you off. She playing a game. See, she from Flint. We from Detroit. You going to throwing out all that, all the rest of that. You get set up easily. You
Because you don't
making
know
too
who that
many
lady
enemies.
knows. You don't know who
Right.
that lady knows. And first of all, your peoples that was there with you are now no longer there with you. So you really don't have the people who you started with. Because your friend Nigeria, you disrespected her. Your sister Brianna, you put her in a mental facility. What else? Like so many people, you have literally separated yourself from them because they were trying to tell you the real. They was trying to let you know that your attitude and the way you're carrying yourself is not good. And the fact that she thinks that she cannot be told that this is not a good look and what you're doing is not right, and she thinks that she is untouchable. Just because you can fight doesn't mean you're untouchable, babe. You can get touched in many, many ways. You don't
Like,
know
She
who
has
that. You don't
horrible
know. Hmm.
she has horrible emotional resolution skills, and that comes from where she came from. She grew up in chaos, so that's normal to her. She grew up in a place where they made it okay for people to resolve their issues by putting hands. But welcome to the real world, honey. You put your hands on people, you go to prison. Okay? And she about to learn this lesson hard through Alicia Bumgardner, Consequences Pending. Okay? Wait, let me just check with the audience. Do y'all still hear an echo?
I don't hear an echo no more.
Okay,
I
Myself,
don't
it
hear
was
an echo.
before.
okay. All right, y'all could carry on.
Listen, her hands are registered. She put her hands on somebody. Jail is the least of her dang on worries. Because that's like a doctor going to jail for malpractice.
Yeah, and
She,
Big Frog, let me correct you. Big Frog says she only listens to Papoose. No, she don't. She do not
she
listen
don't
to
listen to
him at
him.
all. He
She
can't
don't listen to
control
him.
her.
He don't want all this. He do not want all this. See, that's what happened when you got an old tricky dick.
Let me tell y'all something. Something tells me that they're not seeing eye to eye. I think they're making it look good in the public, but I bet you he cannot stand her. And I
But do
think
you see the way
she,
he looks at her?
mhm, they,
He,
he's keeping a mask on in the public. Like I think, mind you, both of them are both attention seekers. They're both image driven. So behind the scenes, they're going through it, but in public, they're gonna keep up appearances. He don't like her.
he
Because
Just like
can't
him and
like her.
Remy
if he
did.
did,
Just like him and
mhm,
Remy, she covered for him for all those years, right? And
Hmm.
and my assessment is I really, really believe that this is a PR situation. I think Ressa Coleslaw
That
crashed
went
out know
bad.
what's up.
That went
And I
bad.
know
That went
and I
bad.
yeah, and I know Point Pousse know what's up. She because she does too much public validation. She has to keep validating to the
Who
public
gotta
this
keep saying they
relationship.
cute?
Oh,
Who
child.
gotta keep saying I got a booty big as what she say? What she say? I got an ass so big as the
mhm,
sun. Who
no,
gotta
no.
keep
She
on,
said
keep reiterating? They cute.
she's girl, when she said that her box is the business, I was like, oh, you have gone too far. You really are crashing out.
That
You
lets you
really are
know how
sleeping in
young
the
she
streets.
is. That lets you know exactly how young her mind is because
Because
sex
if you
don't
got
keep
it
a
like that,
man.
if you got it like that, you don't have to announce it. I don't have to tell anybody that I got good
But
pussy.
excuse me,
Please.
sir. But see, that's what hoes do. Hoes publicize. Oh, I get it this way. I could do it this way. You know what I'm saying? Ladies, what they say, a lady in the streets and a freak in the sheet.
Mm-hmm.
She's the
Well,
opposite.
this by her constantly having to say her coochie is so good and this and that, her ass is so fat, tells me that her box is trash. Okay, because if it's good, you don't gotta keep saying it. Your whole facts is out there. If it's so good, why can't you keep a man? Why you always got to go after somebody else's? If it was that
Amen.
good, you know what I mean? Like, only thing that tells me is your box stink. You got low self esteem.
Don't
Okay.
forget the bumps. Don't forget the bumps
Oh
with that
child.
picture.
Oh child. Okay. So
Like,
at
why
the
would
end
you
of the
open your legs like that?
if her box was so good, why didn't Point say move in yet? He got the key.
Why she
Can we
keep
can
on
we
begging him?
can we let's get on the fact that when she was engaged to Tony, that you were moving Papoose in. You already had the ring. Why did you go for Papoose of all people?
It
Cause
That's
was
she
a
like
thought she was
challenge.
hustling
getting a rep.
backwards.
It was
She
a
thought
challenge.
she was. It was a social climbing situation. She really thought Pap was the ish. She didn't know that Remy was the connect. She was the network. Okay. She thought she was getting. She would have took anybody because she was trying to get at 50 Cent. She was trying to get at Cameron. She would have went to anybody. If you notice, her social status did not rise until Remy Ma Let her rise, okay? When she
I swear to God,
exposed.
I've never been more excited in women's boxing ever. Until I seen them receipts, I said, "Wait a minute, not my fellow Gemini. Hold
Yeah,
on."
she was trying to raise her social IQ because she wasn't making it over there on Facebook. You heard? And so it wasn't until Remy exposed the scandal that all that traction came her way, and she don't know what to do with it. She don't know what to do with it because see, she thought that because by Remy exposing her, right? Remy got 10 million followers. You know what I'm saying? So people gonna automatically go to her. She don't know what to do with all of that. She wasn't ready. She ain't ready. She not ready.
Well, see, what she messed up is Remy specifically said, every time your new come up, say something to me, I'ma drag you. And that's what the fuck she did at that concert. She said, y'all not gonna keep on
Exactly.
playing on my name.
Well, first of
Exactly.
all,
That's
Papoose
exactly
is
what her
dumb.
husband is.
Papoose is dumb because you like Clarissa Shields is making it bad for him when this divorce get going. There's so many receipts that Remy has. It's ridiculous. There's so many receipts of Clarissa talking outside of her face, talking
Mm-hmm.
about Papoose, pay for this, pay for that, pay for that. Oh, so what you need motherfucking half for? What do you need half
Exactly.
for, bro? You
Exactly.
broke it. You broke nothing.
Everything is
Brooklyn
on
do.
Remy.
He really
Exactly.
makes Brooklyn look bad. Like I'm from Brooklyn. He makes
Mm-hmm.
Brooklyn look bad. I will never like first of all, I have never once in my life said, "Oh, I'm such a Papoose fan." I don't know nothing Papoose. The only thing I know of Papoose is the alphabetical slaughter. That's it. And some of the songs that he did with Rim. If it's not the songs that he did with Rim, I don't look at him.
I
I
don't know
don't.
none
All
of their
facts.
songs, and I'm older than y'all.
I can't even name 5 songs from him.
Mm-mm.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, because
You
he
know the
riding
best
around.
thing, the best advice Remy gave her was, look, yeah, y'all, I lied. I pretended like, he was this, he was that. You know what I'm saying? She told her. She said, yeah, I lied. She said, I see where you coming from. You know what I'm saying? When she made that video, when she was sitting on that couch, asking him to come get his clothes and all the rest of that, that was the best advice she could have gave her. She said, yep, I was a fool once. Now, this man is 47. Well, at the time, he was 47 years old. She say, you're 30 years old. You're accomplished. You're a boxer. What does he have to offer you?
Right. Nothing but worms. and baggage. He's got so much baggage. He's got so much baggage where she could be with somebody with no kids, start her
Ain't
own
nobody gonna deal with
family.
that attitude.
Oh,
He gotta
after
pay
this, she
for
done.
somebody. He gotta pay for somebody to deal with that attitude.
It's like she already been doing. She a sugar mama out here. We all know this. She is a
Sugar
sugar
mama,
mama.
trick, whatever you want to call it.
Exactly, exactly. Trick, all that. She's a side trick or whatever at the end of the day. But when it comes to Shanika, I think she handled her well. I'm really proud of her for handling her with care
She
because
didn't
even
buckle. She
yeah,
didn't buckle. She say, I have
but
this chance to ask you.
right.
And that's what Clarissa didn't like, because everybody else been tiptoeing around those interviews.
I lost like literally the Breakfast Club has gone down so much. Like their stock has gone down. Like I have lost total respect for Charlemagne because I'm like, first of all, you come from the school of Wendy Williams. Wendy
Mhm.
Williams would have slaughtered
Man, that's who
Clarissa
she need
Shields.
an interview with. Oh my God.
I wish.
I'm
I wish.
so mad. I'm so mad. Like that would have. I think is Charlemagne. You know what? And maybe I what's the word? Maybe I want too much out of him. Because he's a married man, but I have to remember, I'm like, did he cheat on his wife? And didn't DJ Envy cheat on his wife?
Yep.
So I'm like, I'm asking for too much out of these idiots, out of
Well,
these
what they're doing,
goofballs.
Aaron, what they're doing is what you call engagement farming. They're just getting that clout off of her. And in all actuality, she's supposed to be in training camp, right? Why is she showing up for in-person interviews anyway? I mean, these things can be done virtual. You know what I'm saying? It just goes to show
Hmm.
that she's not really focused on this fight because she already knows she gonna win. You know what I'm saying? But that's what they're doing. They're engagement farming to bring clicks and views to their channel. But if you go back and look at all those interviews, the ones she did with Melissa Ford, the numbers aren't great because what is she really talking about? She's not talking about her fighting. It's all this relationship drama, trolling 50 Cent, and things like that. Like, that last interview on Young Jock's interview, I would say 85% of it was about the drama that's surrounding her and not about her upcoming fight because people are not interested.
And child, the fight is next week.
And did you see the tickets? Shall I pull up the ticket sales?
Please pull up the ticket sales. Please do.
Because it ain't looking good for Russell Coleslaw Crash Out. It really not. And you got to remember, Zeus don't have to sell tickets. They already got their streamers, right? They're already established and things like that. And it seemed like Clarissa is doing all the promoting. And I'm trying to figure out what's the point of Salitas and Win Records. They over there with broke ass Mayweather trying to cut deals. I don't know why he's going broke. Like, that's like the blind leading the blind at this point. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, it's all for show. Papoose want to make it look like he got a job. He ain't got no job. Papoose do not have no job, y'all. It's like his wife said, and I'm gonna go off what the wife said because she was with him for 20 years. She know how this man neck work. But look at all this blue. She got less than 2 weeks to sell out this arena. Look at this. The blue is all the seats that are available. I'll even go in more. Look at this. It's not selling out. The blue is what's available. The red is verified resold, which is the scouters, okay? And then the gray is unavailable. Look at it, Naughty Crew. Look at it. She's panicking. She's definitely panicking. And this is why she went after. She can't respond to Remy because Remy will slaughter that ass. Okay? She's desperate. Look at those tickets. It's a lot of gray, and that's a lot of blue. Still available. Yo, y'all come on. Y'all more than welcome to come up. This is an open panel discussion. I want to hear from my Naughty Crew. Okay, I want to hear what you think. But y'all see it on the screen. But she'll tell the public, oh, we 80% sold out. We 80% sold out. That is not true. That is not true. And now she's ruining relationships in Atlanta. They may boycott her. The tickets are not selling.
Wait a minute. What is that? What did you show before?
So this is let me zoom it out so you can see. Hold on. That's all blue. That's what's available. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
As you can see, it's the majority.
Wait, so nothing is moving?
It's not moving. Hey, Monique, welcome to the panel.
Hello. The fight is next week, Saturday. Do y'all not understand that?
Look at this. And let me zoom it in. Look. The blue is what's available. The gray is unavailable. The red is verified resale, which is, I think it's the ticket scouts and everything like that. Hey, Monique, what are your thoughts, love? Hey, welcome to the panel.
Hi. Well, I have a lot to say. I don't know how to put my words into thoughts because I listen to different content creators I would say a few months back, I was on, I think the Hood channel, the Boxing Hood channel.
Mhm.
And, when I saw, I didn't, she was not this bad, and, like I said, she can be my daughter, you know. I have my oldest son is 37, my youngest is 29.
Mhm.
And, and I worked in the mental health, and I said I work with patients like that. This was a couple of months ago. And then later on, I seen more stuff coming out saying how she wants to set up another content creator and make lies about Kadisha. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Kadisha 305, if I'm not mistaken, to make lies on her. So I said, oh my God, I never dealt with a patient like this. I said, this is very serious. This lady has a real problem. You know, I did try to reach out to her. I said, I apologize. I said, I'm sorry your mother failed you. I'm sorry your father failed you, because she's looking for validation. She's hurt. She needs love. And, Pap is, he smelled, it's like a fish, and a shark. And Pap smelled, she's green. So
Mhm.
he went for his target. He know what he's doing. He's experienced. I'm born and raised in Brooklyn, New York as well, Kings County Hospital. So,
Mhm.
and I was on the other live with Mr. Skinny listening, and it was another young lady saying not all New York guys don't act like. No, no, that's not true. You got some that are hustlers, and then you have some that's not that way. It's good and bad in every, you know. But I'm disappointed in her. I wanted the best for her because, she has a story to tell.
Mhm.
Because I always say your greatest accomplishments can come from your great disappointments. And
Mhm.
her great disappointments was her childhood, her history of abuse and everything.
Mhm.
Now, I was looking at I was on another, listening to someone else. They said that her mother did drugs. So
Mhm.
that's another thing. So she has a chemical imbalance going on.
Mhm.
That's what's going on. So it's like, to me, she doesn't know right from wrong.
Right.
Because
Right.
so when I was on the other channel live, I said that it takes a village to raise a child.
Right.
So what I have noticed, the village stepped up. Our aunties, the mothers, the grandmothers, even men, they stepped up to try to talk to her, to try to
Mhm.
help her.
Mhm.
They coming out, they have their best interest for her future, but she's
Mhm.
not seeing it.
She's not
She's
yet.
blind. She's
Right.
just
Right.
so blind. And she doesn't know that she's hurting herself. Because right now, by her mouth, it's just like, all I could do is like, I'm embarrassed. I'm
Right.
embarrassed for her. As a young Black woman, boxing came a long way because back then it was always dominated as a male sport. So
Right.
for her to overcome that, you have little girls, that been through what she went through. So
Mhm.
she could have set an example. And I'm just so disappointed. And like I said, Pop know what he's doing. He's an older man with experience. I seen men like that in New York that that abuse women, not talking about physically, but mentally. Love bombed them.
Right.
I'm gonna take it back in the early '80s. There was a woman shop. They call her 730. If you know New York means 730. Her mind going. Use her for her SSI check every month.
Mhm.
That's what
Mhm.
they did. Use her for SSI check.
Right.
So you got some that's hustlers. That's a bump. And I wish Remy one day if she'll open up and write a book or tell all. But it's gonna be a lot of stuff
The
that's gonna
book is
come out.
coming
That's gonna
soon. The book is coming
Exactly.
soon.
Hold on,
good.
y'all.
It's
Let me
gonna blow. Good. It's gonna blow our mind because y'all gonna be
Right.
shocked. Even the people that's on Pep's side gonna be shocked of
Right.
what she
Right.
went through
Let me
because
welcome. Drop the T. Drop the T. Welcome.
Hey
she suffered.
y'all,
I would
everybody.
say women suffer in
Can you
silence.
hear me?
You know.
Yeah, yeah, we can hear you. One second, Monique. Let me just give
Mhm.
Drop the T a chance to chime in. Guys, Drop
Sure.
the T also has a channel. Please
Hey,
go
drop the
over to
T.
her channel and subscribe. Drop the T. What are your thoughts?
My thoughts is this. Y'all know Clarissa mother was not supposed to have kids because of her disability.
Really?
And Shalita
Wow.
as well. But I've been trying to give Clarissa grace because, like I said, I have a son that's Clarissa age, but she just don't give us a chance to try to give her grace every day she come out here and do something.
And my thing
And
is
my
this
thing is
right
this
here.
right here.
I heard
I
last
heard
night on
last
my
night on
chat
my
that
chat
they
that
are
they are
supposed to be
supposed to be
boycotting,
boycotting,
boycotting her
boycotting her
in her
in her
fight.
fight.
Yeah, I
The
heard
people
that.
in
People in
Atlanta,
Atlanta,
Yeah, I
they
heard
should
they
that.
do
should do
that,
that,
and maybe
and
that will
maybe
teach
that would
her
teach her a
lesson and
lesson
humble
and
her.
humble her.
Right.
Because
Because
if
if
somebody don't
somebody
do
don't do
something,
something
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 soon,
soon,
somebody's gonna
somebody's
get
gonna get
serious.
serious.
And
And
Papoose, I'm 52 years old, and Papoose, what, is 48, 49? He know this
no,
girl
this
is too
girl is
young
too
for
young
him.
for him.
Right.
And I
And
think he's trying to mold her because older men, they get younger women and try to mold them. And that's what I think he's trying to do to her. I think she just is looking for like a daddy figure, looking for love. I don't, she didn't get that when she was younger. Because I look at
I
a
look
lot
at
of
a
true
lot of
crime,
true
the
crime,
Shayna
Shayna,
footage and things like that. And I think that's what her problem is.
problem
She
is
just
she just
trying to find
trying to find
somewhere to be
somewhere to be
accepted,
accepted,
to be
to be
loved,
loved,
and
and
she's
she's
looking for
looking
love
for
in all
love
the
in
wrong
all the
places.
wrong places.
And I think
And I
she's
think
kind
she's kind
of
of
crashing out on
crashing
the
out on the
internet,
internet,
trying to
trying
make
to
her
make
stuff
her
go
stuff go
viral.
viral.
She absolutely
Um,
she absolutely is drop the T, and I agree with you. I said that over there at Mr. Skinny. Like she's looking for that love that she was missing from her father all those years, when he was away in prison and things like that. And that's why she looks to Pap. Notice she always says like he's older, he's more experienced. She's looking at him like a dad,
but
not as her
Peppa,
man.
I think
I
is
think
slow
it's slow
itself. Now
itself.
that
Now
he's
that
not
he's
been
not
with
been with
Remy,
Remy,
I'm
I'm
starting to see
starting to
some
see some
breaks in
breaks
him.
in
I'm
him.
starting to see like he
Like
act
he
like
act
he's
like
kind
he's
of
kind of
slow
slow
now.
now.
Yeah, he do. I
First
think
of
And I
all,
be
no,
hating
he's
on him.
been slow. He's been
He's been
slow.
slow.
If you
If you
actually
actually
listen to him
listen to
when
him
he's
when he's
in
in
interviews,
interviews,
they
they
ask him a
ask him a
specific
specific
question.
question.
He
He
dances
dances
around
around
the
the
question.
question.
He
he's a
never
Never
actually
wordsmith.
actually
answers it.
answers it.
He's a
He's
wordsmith.
he's really
He's really
not.
not.
He just say a lot of
He
smart
just say a
shit, but
lot of
he's
smart
dumb.
shit, but he's dumb.
Let me
And I
welcome
think we
And I
didn't
Sweetness.
think we
notice
didn't
that
notice that
because he was with
because he was
Remy.
with Remy.
Remy made him
Right.
look
Made him
good.
look good.
So now that
Remy
he's not with
was
Remy,
his
His
cape.
case.
he
He
look.
Right.
look.
I don't know
I
how
don't know
to
how to
explain. It's
explain.
like
It's
this is
like this is
another
another
person.
person.
This is
This
not the
is not
same
the
man
same
Remy
man
was
Remy
with.
was with.
They saying it's echoing really bad, guys. So if you're not talking, if you could go on mute or whatever to see if we could try to figure out where this echo is coming from. Sweetness Goody, welcome to the panel.
Hi, I'm on on my way on the train. I just wanted to say hi, everybody. Hi, Drop the T. Hi,
Hey, sweetness.
hi, everybody, young lady. I was on the live where you was at before, and y'all is 100% on point. Only thing I disagree with is they keep on giving Palm Pools a pass. He putting a battery in her back. He using her as a mouthpiece, like I told, not said it on 90 Live before. I'm getting sick of these women giving him a pass too, just because he's from New York. I'm from New York too, and I'm still not giving him a pass because I know a slitty slicker when I see one. He playing uptown games. Only thing about it is, you remember, like they said, how some of them dudes used to try to gas these women up for their disability checks. That's the same tactics that he doing with Clarence. So I don't give a damn. Just because you from New York, you call a spade a spade. You know what I'm saying? Right is right and wrong is wrong. I don't give a damn where you from. My opinion.
And I think also that
So
he's
that he's
mad that
mad that
Remy is
Remy
getting
is
all these
getting all these.
opportunities and he's not getting anything. So I think he is putting the battery in Clarissa back, having her go out here and say all this crazy ass shit or what have you. Because he's not getting any opportunities. Ain't nobody asking him to come perform or do anything, and he from New York. So I was, I'm like, maybe he's upset with Remy about that, and that's why Clarissa's coming to her acting a fool, trying to take the attention away from Remy and put it on her.
Well, and they both need her to stay relevant. They both
Yeah, she's
need to
the
stay
clout.
attached to her for the algorithm.
Yeah, Remy is the clout. They clout chasing off of her.
Absolutely. Monique, what are your thoughts?
I mean, I'm angry.
I'm angry.
I'm angry because it's like you hear the story, the rise and the fall, and that's what it sounds like. That's what we were seeing, the rise and the fall, you know. And I'm just angry how this man, and what makes me angry when people say, "Oh, when she's going to have a baby?" Well, are you crazy? She's cognitively impaired. She doesn't
Absolutely.
comprehend. She can't have no baby. The baby would be in danger. She
It would
doesn't
be
know how
just
to
like
take care of herself.
right. It will be just like Krishan Rock with her baby right now. Like that is
Exactly.
a no go.
Exactly.
She needs help. She absolutely needs help.
She does. She does.
And now that I got all of you out up here, drop the T. Did you see Shanika's response to Clarissa?
Wait a minute. Was that the response after Clarissa put that mess up there, cursing her out and everything?
Yeah, she responded. Did,
Well,
did y'all
you know
see?
what? She she handled it with class. Class. That's a classy woman.
What are your thoughts, drop the T? How do you feel
Which
about
one are you
Shanika?
talking about? The one with Dennis and Nyla?
No,
Which one?
no. She responded since then. Nobody saw it. Let me pull it
I
up for
didn't see
you.
it.
Let me
Yeah,
play it
I
for you
saw
guys.
it.
Everybody go on mute. I'ma play
Okay.
it since
Okay, let me
everybody
see if it's
yeah. Here we go.
I asked that question from a place of care. I'm sitting here, we're interviewing a 31-year-old champion in her field. I'm feeling her energy. It's upbeat, but I can tell that there's more going on than meet the eye. And as I led in my question, I said, I've been here before. A lot of women have been there before. And what I don't like most in the way that she was even like presented to my attention was the fact that it was Remy saying her name first and saying that you were on the phone with, my husband. And I was like, wait, hold on. Is this the girl with the same, with the movie out and the boxer that you keep telling us about?
Right.
I asked that question from a place of care. I'm sitting here. So I'm putting these facts together. And over time, from people speaking on the way that she looks or the way that she acts or the way that she dresses, I'm looking at this young, successful lady and I'm just like, I hate that for you. Mm-hmm. I hate that people are, looking at you and your talent, but your drama and who you chose to love is overshadowing that. So yes, I wanted to know, I wanted to know what I guess most people, I didn't know that she hadn't been asked that before, but it was in my spirit. It was nothing that I wrote down on paper. It literally, girl, how long are you willing to let this overshadow your career? So I'm putting these facts together and
I didn't think that it was an attack. I just felt that you're an OG, you're an older woman, and I feel like when you opened it up and you said, I've been here before, I felt like that was your olive branch.
The bridge.
Yeah, the bridge coming into the combo because you were trying to let her know, hey, I understand what you're coming from. But what it seems like as a man, what I saw, okay, real quick, it was like the Barbara and Shirley moment. Not you telling her about something that she got going on, but it was a personal question, right?
Not Barbara, the Barbara.
Barbara. Personal moment. I think that she probably would answer that question a little differently because I think it felt like you was coming from saying, hey, look, you're successful, you got all this going on. You are at the top of your pinnacle for what you do. You're there. Why are you subjecting yourself to this situation? It's really none of our business. I didn't think that it was an attack. I just felt that you're an OG, you're an older woman, and I feel like when you opened it up and you said, I've been here before, I felt like that was your olive branch.
The bridge.
Yeah, the bridge coming into the combo because you were trying to let her know, hey, I understand what you're coming from. But what it seems like as a man, what I saw, okay, real quick, it was like the Barbara and Shirley moment. Not you telling her about something that she got going on, but it was a personal kind of question, right?
Not the barber, the Barbara.
Barbara. That's what said Barbara. If it was a personal moment, I think that she probably would have answered that question a little differently, because I think it felt like you was coming from saying, hey, look, you're successful, you got all this going on. You are at the top of your pinnacle for what you do. You're there. Why are you subjecting yourself to this situation? It's really none of our business. I didn't think that it was an attack. I just felt that you're an OG, you're an older woman, and I feel like
sorry about that, y'all. Somebody called me from work. All right, so there you have the gist of it. How she responded, I think she handled it as professional as possible. Starting with Monique, what are your thoughts? You on mute, Monique. You on mute.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. I wanted to say that she's still hurt, and it is embedded in her. It's rooted in her. Because from what I noticed, I don't think she wished her mother happy Mother's Day. She didn't wish her father happy Father's Day. That hurt is there towards her parents, and she's leaning on Pap, thinking it's the answer. Because I noticed she called Pap Daddy, and I said, "Whoa, that's that." That's to let you know that she has daddy issues. No love. She's looking for love. She's looking for validation. And
Yeah,
with
and
him,
it's the same thing.
he love bombed her. That's why she put the tattoo underneath her breast. And
Absolutely.
honestly, because to me, she's a danger to herself. And I don't know. I just feel like maybe a mental health warrant should be, they should do that for her, because they say you could take the horse to the water, but you can't force the horse to drink the
Everybody
water.
mute up because
Because
it's an echo. It's an echo.
okay.
Go ahead, you can continue, Monique.
Okay, no, like I said, you could take the horse, to the water. But you can't force the horse to drink the water, because I have listened to so many. She call it hate. Hate, that's hate. It's not hate. We're telling you in love. Everybody talking about have experiences, and they're stepping up. I noticed they're stepping up. So many people came on because she listened to different people on live, and I'm like, I wish she would just listen. She'll block them. She'll say you hate them. She'll disrespect them. Because I said, wow, this is something different I never dealt with. Because like I said, when I worked in the mental health, and a lot of patients that I dealt with, some of them was in gangs, Crips and Bloods and all that. And they, some of them say they OG. They looking for love. They looking for something. And knowing that, I was able, how you say it, to talk to them and everything, encourage them and everything, let them know this ain't the way, and try to help them out. And here it is, so many people are reaching in, trying to help out this young woman, and she's not reciprocating. Only she's listening to Pap.
Yeah,
And it
well,
makes me angry.
I think he got her kind of brainwashed. Drop the T. What are
Yes,
your
he
thoughts?
does.
Yeah, drop the T. What are your thoughts? Everybody mute up. Drop the T. You on mute. Drop the T. You still there? I guess not. Aaron, what are your thoughts?
My thoughts. Do I hear echo? Okay, no, I don't. All right. My take is, she did. Her response was graceful, was respectful. Like I said, she's an older woman. She's not gonna go back and forth with an idiot like Clarissa. That's like you're, talking to a child. Like talking to Clarissa is like talking to a child. So, I feel like she can name call all day, but it's a minute point. So my respect level for her has gone up because, well, not because, I'll just leave it there. My respect for her just went up another notch, and I don't think that she was antagonistic or trying to belittle her when asking that question. And it really hurts my heart that we have Black women and Black men that is like, okaying this. You know, they are all gung ho. They always have an excuse for her. They always point the finger. It's always, but what are y'all doing? Are y'all going after Remy about this? Because it's always the redirect to Remy. And it just puzzles me why every time we're talking to Clarissa and we're one answers and we want to question her about this because you're in a relationship with a married man. You're the one who's parading around this.
Yeah, exactly. And I want to get into that in a second, Aaron. I just want to get everybody's feedback on the interview, the whole Remy conversation. Drop Her Majesty, welcome to the panel. What are your thoughts?
How's everybody? How's everybody?
We are great. Thank you for joining.
All right, thank you for having me. I was gonna say personally, my take on it, I think she went in on that lady for nothing. But what she not understanding is, baby, you in Atlanta, and they will run you out of there. You cannot come down there talking about any and everybody, and you don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're talking about. My thing is this: I feel Pap got her doing all this talking out here, so he don't have to. He using her out here. He put a battery in her back, and she doing all the talking, so he ain't got to. And at the end of the day, she not understanding that she bringing all this karma back on herself. She gonna have to pay.
Absolutely, I definitely agree, and I think they preparing to boycott her. Drop the T. What are your thoughts? First reaction. I think you on mute. There you go. Oh wait. You're foggy. We can't. It's like choppy. Yeah. I'm gonna drop you down. I'll drop the link so you can come back. Okay. Yeah, I mean, absolutely, and I definitely want to get Drop the T's thoughts on Shanika's response. I felt like she handled her with grace because she understands that there's other things going on there. We all can see there's other things going on there psychologically and things like that. I mean, we're not doctors. We don't want to diagnose her, but we all know the symptoms. A lot of us come from families that dealt with trauma. Now, before we get back to Drop the T and when she comes back or whatever, here's the because I'm so sick of this conversation. Remy cheated first. Remy's just as messy. This and that or whatever. And I'm tired. I'm tired of people. The receipts are out there. The receipts are out there. Pap brought the infidelity into the marriage. Pap knew the marriage was over. Remy already had the papers drawn up. He was refusing to leave. He knew the relationship was over. But it wasn't until he got wind that she may be hanging out with Easy the block captain. Now he want to come. Now Aaron had gave us some background on that situation that happened with Easy the block captain. Aaron, I'm gonna let you chime in right here, brother.
Yeah, so first of all, I was in the battle rap scene, so I also want to pivot a little bit, Naughty. Shout out to the people who brought up that loser YouTuber. I'm not gonna give him any light, but I'm glad that y'all found out what a goofball he was. He's a liar. He's from the battle rap scene, and they ran him out. So nothing that he says is credible. The fact that y'all was listening to him is crazy, but y'all had to find out. So let's move along.
Well, can I chime in after that? Yeah, it was a
Go
couple of
ahead.
suspect things he was saying, like saying, "Oh, Remy left the baby for a week." Remy left the baby with her father. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, like he tries to act like he knows these people and he don't. One second,
He
Aaron.
don't.
Let's see.
He
Let me just
definitely
check.
don't.
Drop the T to make sure she can. Hold on. I think it's this one. Drop the T.
I can drop down if I need to, y'all.
No, it's all good. Drop the T. Can you hear?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Everybody mute up so she can give her thoughts in response to Shanika. Drop the T.
Yes, I'm here, hon.
I can drop down if I need to, y'all.
No, it's all good. Drop the T. Can you hear?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Okay.
Can you hear
Everybody mute up so she can give her thoughts in response to Shanika.
me? With Shanika, I thought that she was very professional. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's just a little echo. It's a little feedback. But go ahead. We're all muted.
Okay, she was very professional. I like how she didn't come out and disrespect Clarissa like Clarissa did her. So I thought that she was very professional.
Yeah,
For
it's
what
just
she
a
was
little
talking
echo. It's
about.
a little feedback. But go ahead. We're all muted.
She was very professional of how she did the interview with Young Jock and the other people that was on the panel. Excuse me, over on the panel. I just I like that Miss Shanika um, did not come out here and disrespect her like Clarissa did her. Um, but overall, I think that Miss Shanika is. I think she's giving Clarissa grace, and I think she was trying to talk to Clarissa like she would talk to her own child. And I think Clarissa, she doesn't understand that. I don't think Clarissa understands when people are trying to give her grace, trying to give her advice. She takes everything as a dig towards her. So, those are just my thoughts right there. That I thought, excuse me, that Miss Shanika came out here and handled everything very classy. She still hasn't taken any digs or anything at Clarissa, and I think that she should just, well, let me say this. I think all radio shows should be on notice about Clarissa and know that, if she comes and do an interview with them, that this is the backlash they can get after the interview. If you ask her a question that she does not want to answer, or if she feels that you're taking a dig at her. So this should be a lesson for everyone that plans on doing an interview with her.
All
That's
right.
my thought about it.
Yeah. Drop the T. They say they could barely hear you. I don't know what's going on with the internet. Yeah. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna mute you though for now. Okay. Sorry. I just really wanted to hear her thoughts. So Aaron, you go ahead. Continue.
Okay, are we good? We
Sorry.
good?
Continue.
We
Sorry.
good?
Continue.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I want. Oh, I still hear some feedback. It's crazy. Is everybody muted? Okay. Good. Um, See, I was gonna go into this big spiel about the battle rap scene and how this all began, but I'm not gonna do that. All I want to say is this: Remy and Pat, they were already over before everything hit the fan. I want y'all to notice that. Papoose is the one to bring it to light because he wanted to make his wife look bad in the media. He wanted to spin this story and paint the narrative that Remy Ma was this nasty cheater and destroy and defame her character. That was what his goal was. And for people to think that, oh, because she was seen out with Easy and that she was cheating, no. People only saw that, first because Papoose was doing his dirt behind the scenes. They were already over, and Papoose brung it to light when he hit Easy and confirmed it to the public. That's why Geechee Gotti did that whole thing with the battle rap and everything, and it just blew out of proportion. So I want to put that out. But now, still in today's in current time, there's still people running with the narrative because they don't like to do research. They don't like to. Give me 1 second, guys.
No problem. I want to address Holly B's question. How exactly did Remy cheat on him when he cheated when she was in jail and kept on when she got out? He is a cheater, period. Absolutely. I agree. Because he didn't even need to cheat. They had conjugal visits. He didn't even need to cheat. He used to have trailer visits with her. You know what I mean? Pap is greedy. He's a greedy narc. That's just the bottom line. Let me see. Her Majesty, welcome back to the panel. And Black Woman, welcome back to the panel. What are your thoughts, Her Majesty?
My thoughts on the situation in general, or
As far as the whole, number one, you could give your thoughts about Shanika and her response to Caressa Shields, and number two, if you want to speak on the whole situation where people are trying to drive this false narrative that Remy cheated first. Take your pick.
Okay, so start with the Shanika response to Clarissa. I think she was really trying to spare her because she definitely could have went in on her for real. But I think it was classy. It was a classy response. It's actually journalism 101. That's one of the questions just about every journalist asks you. And somebody made a good point. I follow other channels. A person made a good point. It was like, well, what if somebody on ESPN asked her that? She go off on ESPN. You think they're going to have her back on there?
Right, exactly. It's a level of profession. This the same thing she did with Alicia Baumgartner. That was a professional event, not a Zeus Network event.
Absolutely. And not being funny, in that time when you said, just to bring it up about the Alicia Baumgartner quote unquote slap, she was really there. People say she wasn't supposed to be there. Honestly, they said Netflix invited her. Right. But she wasn't supposed to be over there where MVP had their section. Right. So honestly, Netflix was her last resort. You think they're gonna call her now? They don't want nothing to do with her. Nobody wants nothing to do with her. You see this supposed fighter ain't selling out. You see all of the seats are still open. So she really did dug herself a hole. You can't sit up here and burn bridges with these people and think that ain't nothing gonna come back to you, baby. It's all gonna come back to you, and she gonna be hightailing back to Flint on the first thing smoking.
Like Geisha said, right?
Do y'all realize?
She ain't lie.
Do y'all realize that she hasn't came to the internet and boast about the ticket sales like she did for Fran Charm?
Right.
Do y'all realize that?
Because
you remember she was boasting like, oh, we're selling out this. Look at this. Look at these numbers, and she's not doing it now because it's hard to cover that up.
Oh, you can't.
This is Atlanta. Atlanta is Black Mecca City.
Right. Black Hollywood.
Honey, and if none of the scene down there is messing with you, you're not going nowhere. I told y'all she ain't a household name.
But I bet you, I know Zeus is going to get paid because everybody got Zeus.
Yeah,
Zeus is going to get money
off the top. Zeus is going to get their money off the top.
I don't know if I ever told you. I did like a little mini breakdown. But to be honest, everybody got their hands in this money, right? Except her. So she not making $2 million a fight. She be lucky if she make 100,000.
I said that too. Black woman, chime in. What's going on? Black woman, you there?
Give me one second. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay, we'll wait for you.
Okay.
Drop the T. Is your connection better?
Ooh, that connection is crazy. Drop the T.
We still getting feedback. Drop the T.
No, it's when people have their YouTube and this, StreamYard up at the same time. So cut your YouTube off.
Yes, everybody, please check your tabs. Make sure you don't have a YouTube tab open at the same time, because that's what causes feedback, okay? And then, I appreciate everybody cooperating. I'm trying to rotate the panel so everybody could give their thoughts or whatever. But if we could all be on mute when somebody else is speaking, I would appreciate it. All right. Where do I gotta go next? Okay.
Can you hear me now, Nadi?
Yes. Go ahead, drop the T.
This is Black Woman, but is it still an echo?
Yes, there is still an echo. Do you have anything else open?
No, I just have you up here. Let me go back on mute and see.
Okay. All right. Aaron, I want you to tell us a little bit more. Touch on the battle rap scene and the whole fight that Pompuse tried to play up for the internet. Because he's an internet demon, like his wife said.
Yes, yes. So if y'all go back to his diss record, because I think recently he put out a diss record and he actually told the truth. This man literally came there with a mask on. Okay, came to that event with a mask on to mess up the event. Mind you, y'all, the event was over. They already had their battle. Uh, Easy and Remy was in the back room. He came there with a mask. He lifted up the mask, and Remy's security guard, who it was both of their security guard because they're husband and wife, so that security guard knows him and was like, and brung him in. That's how he got in, and people didn't really see him, but people did see him, and he got in and literally snuck Easy off guard. He did not stomp him out. He did not break his jaw. He did not sleep him, nothing. That man is a liar, just like how he lied and say how Remy was on drugs. No, he is a habitual liar because he wants to paint a narrative and defame people's character. He was trying to defame Easy's character because people still believe till this very day that he got knocked out. He didn't. He got snuck. He was caught off guard, and Papoose, after he snuck him, Papoose ran for his life. He didn't stay there to squabble up with Easy. He didn't stomp him out. After he snuck him, he ran. Everybody saw that.
Exactly, because he's a coward. He's a coward.
And also I want to preface this. There was Easy had his friend with him that had the pow on him. So they was going to definitely put Papoose down if Remy didn't stop them. So Papoose better thank the good Lord that.
Yeah, the situation could get very, very dangerous, and that's what I think people don't understand. And I just really feel like Russell Cole saw a crash out. She's one of these females that likes to ignite beef. She doesn't think it's far enough as to what the possible outcome can be. She just wants to see Papoose perform the same way he performed for his wife, but he doesn't have that level of respect for you. I want to play this video for you guys because Auntie Ra really, really broke it down or whatever as far as Remy cheating first. She's a native New Yorker. I met her this weekend at the Angie Martinez barbecue. Y'all need to pay attention to all those who wants to drive this narrative that Remy cheated. Go suck your mother. You hear me?
I wanted to hop on here and say something real quick. It's like as much as y'all know, y'all still regurgitate the same information. Remy Ma did not pop out in light of everything that's going on because Clarissa knows that she has to mention Remy in order to get some real traction. Because other than that, nobody would really care. If Clarissa was just on there talking about regular stuff, she wouldn't get any attention, right? But that's okay. We're going to give her the attention that she wants. It'll die down soon. Don't worry about it, right? Because it's only but so many times you keep on going to podcasts and keep on Remy. And then when the divorce is over and you can no longer talk about Remy, after the freshness of that, and everybody's like, oh, he finally got divorced. Nobody's really gonna, you're done. So like make sure that you keep on holding on to this Remy Ma story because that's what's getting you clout, attention, even from me. Yes, I will admit, clout, attention. Because other than that, nobody really cares. Had you not mentioned that video would have not went anywhere. I'm gonna be real honest with you. So now that you want the attention, we're gonna give it to you. And we're gonna give it to Pap as well. Pap can keep on, pushing the narrative like, oh, Remy cheated. If you really look at the trajectory, if you really look at the progression, if you really look at the timeline in which Pap and Remy Ma came to the public with, then you can tell that Remy Ma was not cheating no more than Papoose is cheating on Remy. So we know that there's a pending divorce, right? But technically, Papoose is still married. So yes, technically, like Clarissa Shields is with a married man, just like technically Easy the Black Captain, had he still been dating Remy, if he is, or she said that she's single and whatever, right, that he would be with a married woman. The difference is that Easy the Black Captain is not going on podcast after podcast saying that he's not with a married woman. That's not what that's not number one, but that's one of the points. The main point is that, right, Remy Ma did not pop out. I see that commentary all the time. Oh, y'all forgot that Remy Ma popped out with her boyfriend at the time. Remy Ma didn't pop out with her boyfriend at the time. Remy Ma was at a Chrome 23 event, one of her battle rap event, the battle rap company that she owned. She was at one of her battle rap events. He was there as well. He snuck in, got let in, whatever the situation, and came and attacked allegedly Easy the Black Captain, right? And then it started. All the rumors and the windows started coming out that, oh, Remy Ma was cheating on Pap, because then in another video, right, when she's talking, she's letting Easy the Black know, okay, right over there, there's a camera, look at the camera, whatever, which is probably like an agreement that her and Pap had, or her and Easy the Black Captain had, because we knew at that time that the marriage was not, they was married, but not really together, right? He was sleeping on the couch. She was already seeing Easy the Black Captain, and he was seeing whoever whether it was at TuneCore, or whether it was somebody in California, whoever she stated. That's what happened. And even on the phone conversation that Pat Poose thought that he was revealing, where he was trying to tell on Remy, you could tell between the conversation that Pat Poose was aware that she was seeing other people. He just didn't like the fact that it was Easy the Black Captain, I'm sure, for the same reason that if he's going to any of these battle rap events, Easy the Black Captain is there because he's a battle rapper, knowing that he's with Papoose, knowing that Remy Ma is with Papoose. So Papoose felt the way, because men, they get emotional too, and they get in their feelings, and they run down on the dudes too. And at the time, I think that he still wanted to be with Remy, but they couldn't work through their problems. This was all shared, through Papoose's tour that he was going on, when he was making all those videos in the echoey room, and then what Remy Ma was revealing in text messages. So the fact that y'all keep on saying that, oh yeah, y'all got to say something to Remy. Remy Ma is not saying that she's not married, that she's within a relationship. She's not saying anything. So in your interviews, when they're coming to you and they're attacking you for being a loud mistress, you have to say, I don't want to talk about that. Let's move on, because Remy's not talking about you. Remy's not saying that she's mad at you or she's upset with you that you're with Papoose. The reason why you're getting a backlash and Remy is not is because Remy's not going on world tours or podcast tours talking about Papoose, you, or Easy the Black Captain. She doesn't talk about Easy the Black Captain. She doesn't talk about Papoose, and she doesn't talk about you. She didn't talk about either one of y'all when she was on the Angie Martinez, and she didn't say your name. She has the right to tell her story, but she didn't mention your name. She didn't talk about the situation, any of that. They keep asking you that because they can keep on playing in your face, and you want the attention, and they trying to be sensationalism, and they trying to get views, but they don't push back, and they don't ask you the real questions. So now you're running around here in inboxes. When somebody says to you, oh, you're this, you're that, you come back and you be like, F Remy and F you too. Remy's not the one that's in your DM saying anything. So why are you saying that? That's what I'm saying. The person that's talking to you is saying that. So why are you even involving Remy when you know that Papoose, right? You know what I'm saying? You to come up for Papoose, and Papoose has a child by Remy, and Papoose, your siblings will be related to little Remy. Then why would you even do that? Why would you cater? We know why. I'm just saying. So you still look stupid. And so does the fans and the supporters supporting you. She did not come out, and she did not pop out with her boyfriend. The story popped out that Papoose allegedly fought somebody or knocked Easy the Black Captain out. And that's when the story started going, oh, Remy and Papoose are not together. And that's why Remy said that she kept on trying to say, okay, Papoose, tell these people that I wasn't cheating. Tell these people that's not what it was. Papoose was like, okay, nah, it's going to die down. It's going to die down. And then Remy said, her celebrity can take the hit, because she's not going to keep me running, to the internet or whatever to explain, or she's listening to Papoose. Then she further said, after a while though, when they kept on getting, doing their, it's almost like the current situation, right? If you guys watch Love Island, it's something like Kenny telling Janae, oh, I'm going to send you a cease and desist letter, but you sending me a cease and desist letter, but you on podcast talking about how I attacked you and everything. If y'all don't know who Janae and Kenny is with that Love Island situation, go ahead and look that up. It's the same thing. So Papoose and Remy had some understanding, like, okay, it'll die down, it won't go anywhere. But then Papoose loved all the backlash that Remy Ma was getting, and then this fool jumped on board, and when Papoose was whispering in her ear, And the story now went with, oh, Remy cheated first. What are y'all even talking about? You know what I'm saying? Who said that? Who said cheating? So if you're not considered Papoose being with Clarissa as cheating first, then it's not cheating. They probably had an understanding that their marriage, there was a, you know what I'm saying, a dissolution of their marriage, that they was no longer together, that it was headed into divorce court. Papoose probably did not want to, you know, do it. Remy was like, listen, I get you a lawyer, et cetera, et cetera. All this has been updated. All this was fed to us in the public. It's not our fault that you guys don't know how to connect the dots. So you think that we're Team Remy just because we're giving her excuse for cheating or whatever. It's not our fault that you guys are dodo brains like she is. It's not our fault that she's buying the rhetoric and the stupid ass story that Pat left her. You know, that Pat left Remy Ma for her because she wants to be the chosen one, because we know that's not true. We know that Remy Ma went up, updated some stuff. She exposed Pat, showed a whole bunch of videos where Pat was in Africa, still trying to text Remy Ma and everything else. We see that Pat still has not picked up his clothes because he's like, oh, pick up your clothes. Rather he did, or she's trying to be funny, whatever, right? We see all of that, and you guys are still running with the narrative, oh, Remy Ma cheated first. Who told you that? Who said that? Who said that? Just because we see it first, that doesn't mean it happened first. We still there. Like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what we saw first. It's what happened first. That's okay. You know what I think is going to come out? I think Remy's going to come out. I think she's going to come out in her own way, in her own time, and I can't wait. I think she's just letting all the noise go. Maybe she thought it would die down, but no, it's not going to die down. As long as Clarissa doesn't have any real. She doesn't have any real, you know, thing going on for her. She doesn't have any real motion, real movement. You know, there was like 45 people, including kids, at her meet and greet, right? Half looks like she paid. Half was probably her family that came from Flint because they look real flinty. You know, her side of Flint. I'm not saying all Flint is looking crazy, right? But I mean, shout out to Flint. I don't mean no disrespect and no harm. I'm really talking about her.
Right.
But they look like, you know what I'm saying, they got paid to be there, right? She doesn't really have any emotion. So she know, like, okay, and yes, the person asked her about it, but she simply could have been like, nah, I think y'all playing in my face. You know what the situation is. Move on to another question. Ask me about boxing. But she doesn't want to really do that because she wants to be heard. She wants to be seen as the chosen one. She wants to think that she's the chosen one, while she thinks that she's also dissing Remy and also trying to, that she's like exploiting Remy. Like, why is Pat getting all the blame? Why is Pat? Because y'all don't shut up, because you don't shut up. Because you don't shut up. Pap is always getting all the blame because you don't shut up. He doesn't shut you up, and you don't.
I hate when you run your mouth, rest of cold star crash out. Okay? I hate when you run your mouth. Oh, child. Okay. I'm gonna start with her. No, let's start with Monique. What are your thoughts? I think you're on mute, hon.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I listened. I thought yeah, I always listen to her, you know, because she got the info. I agree with her. I want to say this. This person that I do not like, you know, and that's why I think everybody keeps saying Remy cheated, because BT, y'all know who I'm talking about, keeps pushing this narrative so strong that Remy cheated first. That's all he kept doing. And I remember about 2 months ago, we did a live chat, and he was talking so strong, talking about he got the receipts and the evidence and everything. He's swearing that he knows. So other people was correcting him, and he got angry. He went back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, arguing with the people. And I said, why he arguing with these people? And I said, you don't know these people. You don't know what's going on. And I said, and then he want to quote the scriptures of the Bible. Then he want to talk profanity out of his mouth and talk certain things. But he keeps pushing that narrative about Remy cheated. So that's why you're going to continue to hear that, because other people that listen to him, they're taking it. They're absorbing what he's saying. They believe in him, because it's like, you know, everybody saying he has this hate train for Remy.
Right. Right. And he also constantly says that is his story. It's his story, but they don't know him. They do not know him.
No.
Next, drop the T. What's going on? Can we hear you now?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so my thing is, I always watch Ra. I love her commentary. Everything she's saying is true. And my thing is, people keep pushing this narrative that Remy cheated first. Remy did not cheat first. Papoose was cheating on Remy when she was in jail, when they were on Love and Hip Hop, but Remy is a quiet, private person, so she never came out here and said anything. My whole thing is people have twisted it and trying to put everything on Remy when, as a woman, if you got a good husband, he's taking care of the household and doing what he's supposed to do. Ain't nobody gonna leave no good man, and not nobody you been with what for what 20 years. So Papoose to me has been like this all along, and the reason we didn't know it because Remy was covering him. That's just my perspective on it, or what have you.
I love it.
Papoose is over there pillow talking with Clarissa, telling all these lies about Remy, and she is sucking this all up because she's young. She don't understand, right? She don't understand what's going on, right? He's love bombing her, and my me as a woman, I was saying, this man trying to take half of his wife's money. Well, shit, if I get with him, we get married, I want to have a baby by him. Is he gonna do the same shit to me? I want to be nowhere near this man. And her mind, I think, is not comprehending this. If he's doing this to his wife, what do you think he'll do to you? I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt because I know she ain't all the way there. But I think some should click in a little bit. She did say she went to college or what have you. But I'm like, why is this clicking in for her? You think he won't do the same thing to you? We've been with this lady over 20 years. And you tell me you want to marry a man like this? I wouldn't dare marry a man that's trying to take half of his wife's money, knowing he didn't contribute anything to whatever money she has, and he has a daughter by her. Some of these young people, like I said, they minds. I don't know. This Clarissa generation. I don't know. Some ain't right. Some
It's
ain't
the
right.
water.
Maybe it's the Flint water, but there's no way. Me personally, a man like this, no. So
Well, I mean, he's broken. That's it. He's got to go heal. That's why Remy keeps saying, "Go help yourself."
But then that's another thing. We all know, Nadi, that you don't mess with nobody when they're going through a breakup or trying to heal. You the rebound. So what happens to the rebound woman or man? When they get healed and get themselves together, they gonna leave you. You was just a rebound.
Exactly.
But again, I'm gonna give her. I'm trying to give her grace, Nadia. I really am. But yeah, that's all I want to say.
I appreciate you. Her Majesty, you're up.
I'm gonna tell you this one thing I do. I love Auntie Ra. She always speak truth. Everything she said was correct. But in this instance, like the last person just said, yeah, he definitely using her. I told y'all he using her. He don't care about her any other way. You don't care about breaking her down in order to build yourself up. And that's all she doing. She don't understand that she the prize for real. But at the same time, talking down to the people who quote unquote support you, that's not gonna make people like you. That's why she going through a lot of the stuff that she going through now. Like you can't keep doing that. You can't keep talking to people crazy because people will remove themselves from supporting you and they will go on about their business.
And I see that's what's happening here. We are
Yeah.
witnessing the pride before the fall, Naughty Crew. Remy put out her trash and Clarissa came by and picked it up like it was a yard sale, okay?
And you can look at it. Remy been flourishing ever since.
And you would think she would see that, like Drop the T said, like, why this man is trying to take his woman for half. The only way I can answer that, Drop the T, is because Clarissa wants some of her money too.
Yeah, I told you that $8 million deal wasn't real, of course.
You forgot she said that. She said they're gonna be living off of Remy money.
It's just like the Wendy William and Calvin situation. Look what happened to him and his mistress.
Right. They broke, busted, and disgusted now. That man can't even get a hip now.
That's true. And I'm just saying, and you think when they filed that divorce, you don't think these judges and all these people see this happen in real time? What real judge is going to give him half of anything, and you still running around here with the help?
Right, and you know what? Back in our days, when people were cheating or had mistress, they didn't bring them out. The mistress would stay hidden. I'm just baffled. No,
You
just
right.
real shit. They wouldn't come up here. They would be ashamed of themselves.
Yeah, listen. I said that on another podcast. I said our grandmamas and great grandmamas and granddaddies, yeah, they had side dudes and side women, and they had them on in different some parts of town. But you better believe that side woman didn't talk to that man's wife,
Right.
and that man didn't talk to that woman's husband either.
Right.
Now, when you said Clarissa's generation, I'm a millennial. We don't really claim her career. She's more or less a Generation Z. Cause I don't know. Well, I take that back. We know who raised her, but we don't claim that.
Okay. Not all of y'all. Let me reframe that. Not all of y'all. But then I
No.
have another theory here. Because I think I'm about we're just about the same. Well, some of us is about the same age as Clarissa's mother. Because I think Clarissa hates her mother. And she always calling y'all old Black women, aunties always coming for me. So do you think that she doesn't like older women because of the relationship she has with her mother? The reason that she don't care for us? Because she don't like her mother at all.
I think that has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, I think it's a possibility.
The aunties, she's like, she always coming for us. I said, ma'am, I'm 52 years old. I look better than you, honey. So you done had a hard life or something. I said, but her mother has some issues. God bless her, God bless her mama. And her brother just said that her mother had some type of a breakdown or something, and they were trying to call Clarissa. Clarissa wouldn't even answer the phone. So I think there's a problem with her and her mom. I know she brought her mother to her house for show and tell, but other than that, we don't see her. She wasn't even with her mother for Mother's Day. She was with Papoose mother,
Who don't even like her.
For what I've heard with Charlita, her cousin, she actually just did a video. Clarence's mama is still in Flint, actually.
Right. Y'all remember they showed her with that wool blanket over her, and she didn't have any clothes underneath. And you a millionaire and got your mama living like that?
I think it's because she really dislikes her.
I think she faults her for the things that happened to her, that the sexual, things that happened to her. But I think they should go to therapy and try to get over that, because you only get one mama.
Drop the T. Do you see how much anger and hatred she have towards the mama, but she uplifts the daddy who was not there either? He was like in prison, and then the mama, she was a side chick too.
Right. I thought that because you remember her dad been married for a long, long, long time. So I'm saying, is she the result of a side baby?
Yes, her and her sister.
Okay.
Yeah. They said the daddy was with someone else. I ain't gonna say married. Don't quote me, but he was with someone else.
And so this is why Clarissa doesn't see anything wrong with what she's doing. This is where she came from.
This all makes sense now. But Clarissa's mother wasn't supposed to have kids.
Right. I'm hearing that too. And the mental and that's what I'm saying. Pap, you thinking about procreating? Do you see what the bloodline looks like?
Right.
If he even could, because he might be snipped. He might be fixed. Monique, you can chime in too.
Oh no, I'm just listening.
Okay.
When you get the kids, put aside. What do you call that?
IVF.
Yeah, I think she'll get one of those. If do that. I think she'll try to get something like that done. But Brittany still has babies though. Brittany still can. She still has
embryos.
Yeah, so she has, but not her.
Right. And who knows? Pat might be fixed. I'm telling you, Pat might be fixed. He might just be leading her on.
Right. I thought they said to Love and Hip Hop.
It was.
It was no more kids going to be. He said there was no more kids.
Right, right.
Because he was pregnant again after Golden Child. I think she had a miscarriage, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
And that was it. Or what have you. But Clarissa, you don't remember what you said. Remy was dumb, all risking her life to have a baby when she could almost, DIE. Now remember what you said. Now you go have a baby. You know what they say. Don't wish stuff on other people. Now you gonna try to have some kids next year. Now remember what you said about Remy. Let's see if you can push out a baby. Or let's see if you can push out one.
Right. I mean, it's a lot. This conversation can run deep. At the end of the day, the main reason why I keep it in the forefront, the story, is just so that the truth is out there. Women in the industry suffer so bad from male chauvinism, the patriarchy. Remy's story is common when it comes to females in the hip hop industry and things like that. I mean, Mona Scott has displayed it over and over again through the years through Love and Hip Hop. You know what I'm saying? And so, I really, really hope she tells a story, whether it be through a book or a documentary. But Pap loves to prey on people when they're weak. And see, he saw an opportunity when Remy went to prison, right? And that's when he pounced. It's the same thing with Clarissa. He always say, I just saw she wasn't protecting. Well, what made you think she needed protecting from you?
Right. But I think she was a mark, though. I do think she was a mark. I think they win records not Papoose after her. That's just my theory, allegedly. Because they seen that she was not all the way there. I think they sought after her because of they just started this company a year ago, and the company don't even have a address. And they got all type of stuff going on with Win Records. It's just unbelievable.
And allegedly, it's they laundering money. And then on top of it, Ruben, who's supposed to be at the head of it, he's a nurse. I got that from another country creator. Shout out to Nala.
Yeah, a nurse, an LPN.
But yeah.
LPN.
Yeah, but how you doing that? You a nurse and you trying to run a quote unquote record company. What do you know about the music business? Everybody eating, like I said, everybody eating off of that money.
Right.
Khadija eating off of it. Ruben, anytime you see anybody supposedly with any Win paraphernalia on, they're all eating off of her money. So really, she ain't got no money. She didn't pay attention. She didn't read the contract.
Right. Didn't have a lawyer look at it on her behalf because she doesn't have just like she's financially illiterate, she's business illiterate. I mean, the HOA was coming after her for her HOA fees. Like, Clarissa is not responsible when it comes to finances, and that's also another sign that something's going on, like some mental instability is going on. Especially I see it when she's spending and when she goes shopping and stuff like that. She doesn't put a limit on herself. You could tell she gets a high out of it. You know what I mean? And that's just trying to cover up her emotions. And I think that's why we see a lot of this hatred in the projection right now, because she can't do what she want to do. The money is not there like that. It's just not. And she can't front for the internet. She can't boast. You see, she haven't been bragging. She haven't been wearing her jewelry. None of that. She haven't been going out to eat or anything.
But don't you
people don't understand when you have when you
financial advisor or somebody, or if somebody give me a contract and I have that amount, amount of money, I'm going to say, hold it. I'm going to have an attorney look this over with a fine tooth comb. I'm going to have me a financial advisor making sure that my money is invested and say, hey, Clarissa, this is what you can spend a month to make sure I don't go back broke again. You don't got a financial advisor? You don't have a lawyer looking over contracts and deals for you?
No, she trusting Pat with this, like he really know what to do.
No, he ain't no lawyer. And I don't understand. Maybe she demonetized or whatever, but not when it comes to my money. No, Maybe Pat Houston did some things to her, but I don't care. Not when it comes to my money. I don't care what you did to me. When you ain't nobody for to play with my money. I ain't going back broke.
Not at all. What people fail to realize, the only reason why she supposedly went back with Salida promotion slash, got into the Ren Records thing because she basically signed over that money to it. They was giving her the most money up front. See, she wasn't playing the end game. You think
Right.
because
And
you
I
get
knew
$3 million,
that. I
it's
peeped
yours.
that. I peeped that, Her Majesty. I said she only went with Salidas and all of them. It's because they had the most money up front for her. Because Nikisa said it at MVP when she called him. He was like, we just can't do that. But see, MVP was long term. You know what I'm saying? Like she would have been set for life for real. But what they just dangled the carrot in front of her and she jumped out the window and signed because she had the most money in her bank account.
Yeah, but not knowing you got to pay taxes on that money. That's I don't even think she could personally keep all of that money up front. She has to pay that back. That's like an advance, so to speak. And a lot of fighters don't be reading. They don't read their contracts and don't know how to negotiate. If that was the case, she could have had her own promotional company if
Right,
she
which
was
she's
smart.
trying to build now, but who's going to sign with her with the reputation and the digital footprint that she has out here? I would never collab my brand with hers.
Honey, anybody who do it is stupid because they ain't got nothing to offer you. She ain't got nothing to offer you.
And when she started saying that Clarissa Shields promotion, I was the first I said she doesn't even have enough capital to have a promotion company right now. You know what I mean? Like, what are they going to rent out YMCA's? To
Well,
throw fights?
the thing is, if you want to consider yourself a real business, you must file a LLC. And per my research, she hasn't filed a LLC in none of the 50 states for Clarissa Shields Promotions. So really, you operate as a sole proprietor. So if say something is to happen, they will sue her and they will take her assets or lack thereof. If you want to
See,
protect yourself, you put it in an LLC. Everybody know that.
I thought it was under T Rex Promotions.
Honey, both of them are frauds. If you look both of them up, it will lead you back to Salida Promotions.
so silly, and that's how they were able to get this fight going on down in Atlanta. Salidas had to file for the boxing license, and that's how Zeus and everybody is fighting under Salidas. And then let's not forget her boxing license in Michigan is about to expire. I wonder if she's going to renew it. Food for thought.
She might want to try to renew it because that's the only Michigan's gonna be the only place she better fight. Atlanta's not playing. You
I
can
know
tell
you
they're not
right.
playing now. Look at them sales.
Right. Right. All right, ladies, I'm going to get your closing thoughts. I'm going to go around. I'll start with Monique. Let me know what your closing thoughts are. I'll keep my eye out, and y'all know I'm going to bring y'all the tea. Go ahead, Monique.
Um, all I could say is I wish the best for her. I just wish she has not got entangled with this gentleman. Well, no, I'm not even going to say that, but this con artist. And I just honestly, I don't feel good about August the 15th. I just feel like a whole lot of stuff is fishy, and it's like it's opened up a can of worms. There's going to be some more stuff coming out because I think he got her into some shady contract that she don't know about. So that's all I have to say.
Appreciate you, Monique. You're always welcome over here.
Okay.
Who's next? Drop the tea. What are your closing thoughts?
My closing thoughts. I'm sorry. Is I'm waiting for August the 15th, and that's going to really show me if um, if the people of Atlanta support her or not. And maybe if nobody really shows up, maybe this will humble her and she will get her act together. Um, and then maybe she will really see the true side of Papoose and get herself some help. So I just hope, wish for the best for her. I don't hate Clarissa or nothing like that. Like I said, Clarissa is the same age as my oldest son. I don't hate her. I just come out here and talk about stuff. And sometimes I do joke, but talk about stuff to maybe, think that she will, listen to one of our channels and say, hey, all these ladies come out here saying this, maybe some of this stuff is true. So that's what I hope for her. I just hope that, she listened to our channels and, take some from it and get herself together. So, that's all I have to say.
Appreciate you, Drop the T.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, and I'm gonna drop your link. All right. Her Majesty, you from Atlanta, right?
No, actually, I'm 2.5 hours north of Atlanta.
Oh, okay. What are
Yeah,
your
I'm in, I'm
closing
in,
thoughts?
I'm in Tennessee. My closing thoughts, I don't necessarily hate her. I just hate the things that she does. Like I said before, I found all this out. I was in the boxing community, so I'm a boxing fan. I
Mm-hmm.
want the best for her, but because she not listening, certain things have to happen to certain people. So she gonna have to read this, and she gonna have to
Yeah.
eat it. She gonna have to eat it up. She ain't gonna have a choice. You throwing out too many bad seeds, and them bad seeds gonna come back to you. So
I always say it over here. The energy you put out is the energy you gonna receive right back.
you better know it. So I'm gonna be looking forward to hearing what happens on August 15th. I'm not watching. I'm not buying it.
Me
So
neither.
I hear about it, but I don't think it's gonna be good for her, and she just don't see it yet. But she will.
She will. She
Yes,
will.
I.
This might be the humbling experience that she needs. Like,
Yeah, it
she
needs to
needs to
happen.
learn how, she needs to understand who her consumer is. She doesn't get it. Like, because the same people that you bashing, that's the same people that line your pockets.
That's right. And people will take their money elsewhere.
Exactly. Look, it's plenty of female fighters over there with MVP and ESPN. We don't gotta watch
MVP,
you.
MVP doing it. They
Right?
selling out major cities and arenas. So
Exactly.
she not hurting nobody but herself.
Exactly.
But I'm gonna let y'all go. So I appreciate y'all for having, and I'm gonna
Of
catch y'all on the
course.
next one.
Of course. Thank you so much, Her Majesty.
Thank
You have a
you.
great evening.
You too.
Thanks. Oh, I appreciate all the panelists that came up. I'm sorry about the technical issues. Y'all know how it go when we have multiple people on the panel, but I still hope y'all was able to get something out of the show. I hope y'all enjoyed it because it's lots going on here. Let me see what y'all saying in the comments, and we're gonna do the super chats and we're gonna get out of here. Papu said she very smart and she read through her contract. You're right. She gotta learn the hard way. Unfortunately, a lot of us do, right? I don't like her. Way before the Slytherin snake scandal. Wow. Okay. Okay. She's definitely not in public favor right now. Lanisha, thank you so much for all of the jewels. Let me see. Love my kids, my sons. NFL signing bonus was 37% per million. Dummy. Wow. She's definitely horrible with business. But look at where she came from. Who was there to teach her, right? Shalita's got a little business savvy with herself. But even if you do give her advice, I doubt she will listen. I doubt she will listen. Salute, love my kids, love you down to the ground, girl. Miss Barbara, she said, sending much love and a beautiful, blessed day. Same to you, love. Adorable little kitty, thank you so much for the jewels. SMD, thank you so much for the jewels. AT2, my YouTube brother, thank you so much for the jewels. Love him down to the ground. Y'all go check out AT2. I love his channel. I love his commentary. And he also, he had a lot to do, in the beginning when I was struggling and building my channel. He always was there and always has my back. He always gives me good advice. He gives me good, I love him down to the ground. He's my YouTube brother, okay? Thank you for being a member for 2 months, Barbara. I love y'all down to the ground, all my members. Eddie, thank you so much for the jewels. China Doll, thank you so much for the jewels. Nana, thank you so much for the jewels. Holly B, And I posted this earlier. How exactly did Remy cheat? We all know Remy didn't cheat. I refuse to feed that narrative. And I refuse to accept that narrative from someone who has never been married with multiple baby mamas. Okay, said what I said. Love my kid said, she said her butt stacked like bunk beds. The bunk beds I've seen all in my life are long and flat. Yes, child. Amen to that. Amen to that. All right. God's anointed. Thank you so much for the jewels. Appreciate you. Tara, thank you so much for the $20 donation. And love my kids. She said, "What the f does Rim cheating have to do with her? Nothing. She just using Remy as deflection and distraction, y'all. We see what's going on because she can't take the heat. She cannot take the heat." Okay, what's next? Oh, love my kids. Oh, yeah, we just read that. And Lanisha, we saw the jewels. Okay. Yes, China doll. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. I figured I would go live since Mr. Skinny couldn't continue to live, just to give people, an extended platform to come up here and give their thoughts. Look, we speak facts over here, all right? And at the end of the day, I just really feel like Ressa Coleslaw Crash Out is insecure because of the relationship she chose to be in, okay? She chose to be the side chick. She chose to drop in. She knew Pap was married. She knew Rem and Pap was married. But she's manipulative. And she's going to see soon here how being nasty, how being vindictive, how being manipulative comes back on you. And she need to look at that man laying next to her in the bed. If he really cared about you, he wouldn't be watching you get dragged for filth. He never ever defends you. Not in none of them recycled bars. He be spitting in the car with his suspended license. He never defends you. He leaves you hanging out here to dry, which tells me that this is a PR relationship. It absolutely is. And I think you know what's up, but you refuse to accept the truth of what it is. And on some real, all you need to do is fall back. You got to stop talking about him. Like, you got to stop obsessing over his wife. It's weird at this point. I hope you all have a beautiful, blessed evening. I'll be on these YouTube streets tonight, so hopefully I'll see some of y'all. Until next time, Naughty Crew, I'm out. One.